Hey guys, Tony here. Hope you're doing well. It is Monday, May 13th, and I got a plethora of bullish news to share with you guys. Today, the floodgates of positive news were released, and man, it's just a lot of big stuff. But first, let's take a look at the market here. Bitcoin crossed over $8,000 today, which I was very surprised by. It moonshot again. It went parabolic again. And I have to say, we are in a bull market. I have to say it now. I was waiting to see it cross over $7,000 and I was watching, if it pulls back, what support level does it bounce off of? And it bounced off, I think around 6,900, if I'm not mistaken, or around 7. So that was a great sign. And it's currently pulling back. It's having its correction. So that's normal. That's healthy. People are taking profits and so forth. So today we crossed over 8,000. Looks like we went to a peak of just over $8,040. So we are correcting right now, and it's bouncing back off a support level, it looks like here, of 7,700 or so. So a great sign. Things are certainly looking so bullish. We are in a bull market, I have to say now, guys. And of course, this is not financial or investment advice. Even CNBC is back on the train of Bitcoin and crypto, and they did a comparison here, Bitcoin versus the S&P 500, because as you know, the stocks are taking a beating right now because we have the trade war rumors and even escalation of some of the trade wars between America and China that is on the rise, and stocks are taking a beating. And Bitcoin is, just outperforming the S&P 500. It is certainly a better investment at this point. Why? It's the new asset class, and the pioneers, the early adopters, have the potential to make significant profits because we're very early. Think about if someone came to you in the 90s and said, hey, there's this company called Google and Amazon and eBay and so forth, and here's what they're doing. Disruptive technology, going to change the future, built on the internet, right? And you invested in that. You had to be patient, but they slowly rose and grew over time, and then eventually they grew significantly from a stock value standpoint. We're seeing some similarities with crypto. Blockchain is the underlying technology, a lot of different cryptos and utility tokens being built on it. So, guys, count yourselves lucky you're here early. Let's get into the news here. Bakkt has set a launch date of July, and they're going to launch their Bitcoin futures, guys. It is set. And I know they've delayed their launch many times around, but this time around, I think they're going to be able to launch because they went ahead and applied for a BIT license. They went and acquired a custodial service, which handles multiple cryptos, XRP, Litecoin, everything, not just Bitcoin. So they have made moves to help improve their chances. Let me give you the details. Bitcoin Futures Exchange Bakkt announced Monday that it is moving forward with plans to launch physically settled Bitcoin futures products. In a blog post, Bakkt CEO Kelly Loeffler wrote the Bakkt had worked closely with the CFTC, the regulatory agency in charge of the overseeing derivatives products in the country, and would be testing its Bitcoin futures contracts this summer. No launch date was announced, and indeed Loeffler did not explicitly say that the company's proposal to self-custody its Bitcoin and clear through its parent company's warehouse had been approved. Rather, Bakkt through ICE will self-certify its Bitcoin futures products, meaning that the CFTC will have to assess whether or not proposals violate any laws or regulations. If the regulator does not find any issues within a 10-day deadline, the products will move forward. So this is awesome, guys. And looking towards the summer here, and in the blog post, Loeffler wrote that we'll be working with our customers over the next several weeks to prepare for user acceptance testing, UAT, for futures and custody, which we expect to start in July. So we're looking around summertime for them to go live. And as you know, this is going to be a powerhouse, powered by the Intercontinental Exchange, which owns the New York Stock Exchange, in partnership with Microsoft and Starbucks. The Starbucks partnership is huge because it will allow folks to go into Starbucks with the Bakkt app and make purchases. And Starbucks will be partaking in the marketing of this service. So guys, big things ahead. We are seeing the major players launch: Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, ErisX. We heard about E-Trade potentially getting into the market. Hopefully we hear from them this week. Bakkt is going to set to launch, and there's many others as well. Now moving ahead, this one is huge, guys. eBay it seems, will be accepting crypto. And here's why. As you guys know, this week is Consensus 2019 Blockchain Week as well. So eBay is readying support for virtual currencies and digital collectibles if new promotional advertisements are to be believed. Spotted at Consensus Conference in New York, the banner suggests eBay is about to enter the cryptocurrency arena in what would be a major mainstream breakthrough. So some folks saw the ads here, and it says eBay virtual currency, it's happening on eBay. Reach 179 million active users in the world's largest marketplace. Digital collectibles, it's happening on eBay. I mean, wow, right? Look at this. Now, eBay, as you guys know, is huge. One of the largest marketplaces on the web. And let's see where they go with this. But it wouldn't surprise me if they do, guys. This is the new asset class. It's growing. People are using crypto. And it will allow people to obviously transact in crypto. So this is huge. Let's see what eBay does. I'm sure they're going to come out and confirm this or release more details, maybe in a press release or something like that. Now, some big news for Bitcoin. Microsoft launches decentralized identity tool on the Bitcoin blockchain. Huge win for Bitcoin here. And Microsoft, as you know, is a powerhouse. Microsoft is launching the first decentralized infrastructure implementation by a major tech company that is directly built on the Bitcoin blockchain. The open source project called Ion deals with underlying mechanics of how networks talk to each other. For example, if you log into Airbnb using Facebook, a protocol deals with the software that sends the personal information from your social profile to the extended or external service provider. In this case, Ion handles the decentralized identifiers, which control the ability to prove you own the keys to this data. Can you imagine this, guys? Microsoft, one of the richest, most profitable companies in the world, they are building on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do you see where we're headed? I hope if you had any doubts of, just maybe you're still on the fence about crypto, right here is facts validating where we are headed with this disruptive technology, guys. The writing is on the wall here. Now, the Winklevoss twins, who own Gemini and own a ton of Bitcoin, they made a great update here. And Tyler tweeted about it. The use case for crypto is here. Now you can spend your crypto at Bed Bath & Beyond, Wholefoods, GameStop, Barnes & Nobles, Crate & Barrel, and more. Gemini has partnered with Flexa to make it easy for you to use your cryptocurrency to essentially spend it. So this is very big. We are excited to announce another major step as we build the future of money. Our partnership with Flexa, a global crypto payments network that enables major retailers to accept cryptocurrency payments in stores. Launching today, consumers can now easily spend their Gemini dollars, Bitcoin, Ether, and Bitcoin Cash using the spend, and they spelled it SPEDN, mobile wallet app. It's available in the iOS Apple Store. You can now spend your Gemini dollars and other cryptos to buy goods at the following stores. So Baskin Robbins, Bed Bath & Beyond, Petco, Office Max, Whole Foods, GameStop. Guys, these are big brands. Lowe's. I mean, this is really big. A very, very cool update here. So shout out to Winklevoss twins. I wish they would expand their cryptos on their exchange. I think they will soon. They will be forced to. Even Coinbase was forced to. So, but they're really dragging their feet on that. But they are doing other great things, and one of such is the insurance they added to their exchange, and the fact that they're helping to spread use cases and utility and building a lot of different things. They're doing a lot of marketing as well. So shout out to those guys. Now this is interesting, guys. Inflows into Grayscale products picked up 40% in Q1, fueled by offshore hedge funds looking for Bitcoin exposure. Grayscale, as you guys know, is the world's largest crypto asset manager with more than $1.2 billion in assets under management. Released its Q1 investment report, which details investment product inflows and changes in client mix during the quarter. The asset manager saw more than 40% quarter-over-quarter bump in product inflows from $30.1 million in Q4 to $42.7 million in Q1 of 2019. Contrast to the prior 12 months, 99% of the inflows into Grayscale products went into its Bitcoin trust compared to 76% of inflows over the prior year. Guys, do you see what, I hope you get what is happening here. they are now getting offshore money. The money is coming in, institutional money. We're talking millions of dollars to go into crypto funds, which is investing in cryptos, of course. This will continue to grow, and especially when you see Fidelity has gone live. Imagine how much money they're getting. This is huge news, and man, I'm so glad I'm here early because we are seeing facts in front of our face. No one is making anything up here. And this is a lot of money, guys. So you can imagine what prices are going to be as the market continues to grow. And that's where patience is so important. Moving ahead here, big news for XRP and Litecoin. Börse Stuttgart Stock Exchange, which launched their own crypto exchange, and they're based in Germany. Exchange traded notes for XRP Litecoin launch on Börse Stuttgart, Germany's second largest stock exchange. We got stock exchanges getting involved, hedge funds, investment firms, banks. Guys, man, it's so exciting to see this unfold. Börse Stuttgart has launched trading for exchange-traded notes, ETNs, based on two cryptocurrencies, XRP and Litecoin. Börse Stuttgart announced Monday that Sweden-based firm XBT Provider is issuing 4 securities that will track the price of XRP and LTC in relation to euro and Swedish krona, with all 4 now available for buying and selling on the exchanges. Get ready. Crypto is going on NASDAQ. We already saw the NASDAQ releasing their index. It's going to go to the New York Stock Exchange and every other stock exchange, guys. It's going to happen, and it's slowly but surely happening here. Like I said, NASDAQ releasing their indexes. We got exchanges in Switzerland. We got one here in Germany. It's spreading. The floodgates have been opened, guys, and it's just going to continue to pour in all the water, all the money here. Now, Uphold, the exchange, you guys have seen my interview with them. I'm actually going to do a follow-up interview with them soon, so stay tuned, hit that subscribe button. They have integrated Ledger. You guys know Ledger, the hardware wallet, tools to boost crypto storage solution. Payments startup Uphold is partnering with hardware provider Ledger. I've also interviewed the CEO at Ledger to beef up its security processes when storing different cryptos. Through its Ledger Vault wing, Ledger will provide new tools to Uphold, letting the latter to better protect its customers' funds from attacks, while also adding new user access controls. The company's announced at CoinDesk Consensus 2019. Uphold will also implement a new strong multi-authorization governance model, ensuring there are no single points of failure in the management of customer funds. That's awesome. Uphold will also provide support for new ERC20-based stablecoins and other proxy assets. Great update here for Uphold because Ledger, many of us use the Ledger Nano S and X and so forth, and they are doing what they have to do to protect their clients' funds. That's great. We want to see exchanges do more of that. This is important as this new asset class grows. There's going to be a lot of threats and security, just like, banks and people who would rob banks and rob, steal gold and all jewelry and all that. We got to have the proper custody, security, and all that good stuff, right? So this is a great update and shows the building continues. Now, many of you heard about the idiot, I would like to call him, Sherman. What's his? Let's see if we could get his first name here. The guy who is a Democrat out of California, and this isn't really not about parties, Democrat or Republican, because we have Democrat and Republicans on board with crypto, Darren Soto and Warren Davidson. But this guy in particular is an idiot. He tried to release a bill to ban Brad Sherman is his name, to ban cryptos. Well, Ron Paul, who is a libertarian, former presidential candidate and so forth, says the anti-crypto congressman is just another thug in Washington. So we have covered Brad Sherman even last year when he was just spreading FUD, and people dug into his campaign donations. It comes from the people who would be against crypto, and that are banks and some other folks. I can't remember, but essentially they crypto hurts their investments. So you can clearly see his agenda. He's being paid to do that, and he's just anyway. I don't want to get into name calling, but he's annoying guy, let's put it at that. But Ron Paul calls him out, and it's great to see that there's other people fighting for crypto and standing up against those who are against, because like I said, Warren Davidson, Republican, Darren Soto, Democrat, 2 gentlemen responsible for the Token Taxonomy Act, and there's others as well, Tom Emmer and so forth. So we got a good majority of folks who are on board and putting bills, and just this idiot Brad Sherman trying to, sabotage everything. Ripple Spring Initiative, as you guys know, fund set up to essentially provide funding to tech startups and so forth, and many times try to get those folks to use XRP within their ecosystem and marketplace. Well, they have funded or given $4 million to Agoric, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Blockchain startup Agoric has raised $4 million to continue its mission to make smart contracts more secure. Agoric, which launched last year, is working to develop a blockchain-agnostic programming language specifically for smart contracts. So it actually not just Ripple Spring, but it included some others. So great move here by Ripple. They continue to fund these companies and position XRP to be leveraged within that ecosystem or the respective ecosystem of those companies. So that's a great update. And one such company, you guys saw my interview with the president, Jamie Finn of Securitize, which is a company that provides services and helps companies to tokenize maybe a service or asset or something like that. They were funded by Ripple Spring Initiative. And if you guys saw my interview, they were looking into how they could leverage XRP as well. So a lot of moves being made by Ripple here to position XRP for different use cases. I know the FUDsters, I know the haters, are all the way, oh yeah, this and that, whatever, but these are the facts, right? I'm invested in Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and many others. I'm bullish on XRP the most because of the use cases that are piling up. Many people are crying and complaining, oh man, it hasn't moved past 30 cents. Guys, I got into crypto late 2016 and XRP was below a penny. And I wish I had bought more at that point. I wish I would probably be a millionaire already. I accumulated some XRP and I saw XRP go from below a penny to $3.80. It had the biggest growth, I think over 35,000% in 2017 now when we had the bull run. And it's younger than Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and others. It hasn't been around as long as those coins, and the infrastructure and build out is happening right now. Patience is important here. I got in the majority of my XRP around 15 cents, and I'm glad I did because I made some money in the last bull run. And XRP, if you guys recall, the charts are here. Its rally came late, actually, till like January when Bitcoin and the others had already started pumping. So I've seen this before. I've seen the complaints because Bitcoin, I remember, XRP was at like 20 something cents for months, like 6 months straight. And you just, man, people were crying and complaining, the FUD, and boom, it went up a couple months later to $3.80. I sold a little bit there. I made some profit, but I accumulated more because I saw the potential in what was being built. And there's a lot of FUD going on, a lot of complaining. But, no one is holding a gun to your head. And this is not financial or investment advice, but do what you want to do, I'm looking at the facts, not my emotions, not just tunnel vision of, oh my God, Bitcoin's pumping. Why isn't XRP pumping? No. What I'm waiting for is when more of these institutions go live with XRapid and a lot of these spring-funded companies start leveraging XRP, we're very early, and I hope you guys have that perspective. But that's just me. I like to approach it from a business standpoint. That's why I personally diversify. Bitcoin's pumping right now. I can make some money off of Bitcoin, whatever it is. XRP pumps later. I make money off of that. That's just my approach. I hope you guys get it. Just trying to put some logic here, not my feelings, not my emotions here, but facts. So guys, what do you think about this news? Huge news. I mean, wow, guys. Bakkt, eBay, Microsoft. Just so many great things happening. The new asset class on the rise. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links in the description. Thank you to my Patreon supporters. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.